are secure. Back to you. Alicia Acuna in Phoenix for us. Thanks so much. John?
All right, Republicans are aiming even higher than simply flipping the House. The GOP now set some deep blue districts that once might have seemed impossible to win. The National Republican Congressional Committee making big investments in districts that went for Biden in 2020, and some of them by substantial margins. The chairman of that committee is with us now as to who you would like to have in control of Congress. And you can see that earlier this year, Republicans had quite an advantage, and then it starts to get closer together as we get into August. This is after the Dobbs decision. Democrats were effectively leveraging abortion as an issue, but take a look at where it is now in recent days, where Republicans have pulled out to a 3-point advantage, which is as big, pretty much as any advantage that they held earlier this year. What has changed?
Well, if you think about it, John, they did have a good August. You know, it was...
They had a great August.
Good, I would say. It tightened dramatically, but politics, you've been doing this for a long time. It's like a
Getting good races, including New York 19.
Yeah,
A lot of people say, ooh, that doesn't bode well for November.
Well, actually, though, I think if you take a look at what happened in 19, they held that seat. Anthony Delgado won that back in 2020 by double digits. So we actually bent the curve on that race. A couple of structural issues. One, the independents who are most upset with this administration, they can't cross over on primary day. And this special election was put on primary day. So, again, there were some mechanical issues with that. Did we try to win it? Absolutely we did. But what we've seen now, to your point, is since September, it has been moving in Republicans' direction significantly. We are right now, if you look back, on Election Day 2 years ago, the generic ballot was D plus 6.8. And as you point out, the national generic right now is an R plus 3. So you're sitting almost 10 points plus better right now than we were 2 years ago. And remember, 2 years ago, we held every incumbent for the first time since 1994, and we picked up 15 seats in a cycle we were told we were going to lose 15 to 20. So feel good about where we're at? Yes, but we have 8 days to go, and there's a lot left to happen.
Well, it looks like you feel so good. And party headquarters is now spending money in these deep blue districts where, you know, things have not been up for grabs for 20 years. Talk to us about that. Also, I want to get your response to this. DCCC spokesperson tells us, quote, the NRCC and chairman...
And by the way, they've been pulling out of those seats recently, whether it's in the LA suburbs or it's down in the Rio Grande Valley. They've been pulling back resources because they see exactly what we see. And what we see, you talk about these seats that Joe Biden won by 20 points.
Yeah.
Julia Brownlee is a Democrat who has a seat just outside of Los Angeles. It has tightened up dramatically. Her people actually were concerned that it's a 1-point race. I think Republicans have a chance to win that. And then this is about that, John. This is about making sure that you offer candidates that actually fit the people that they're seeking to represent. And Sean Patrick Maloney actually ran away from New York 18. You had Colin Schmidt on here earlier. That's who he would have been running against, but he went to a seat, New York 17.
He'd be the first DCCC incumbent to lead.
That literally, you arrest someone at 9 o'clock at night for committing a criminal assault on another law-abiding citizen, and they're back out.
It's not far from an anomaly.
No, it's Mike Lawler in that New York 17 is a great candidate who knows the district, actually has represented the people in the New York Assembly. He's the right candidate with the right message, and Sean Patrick, he's got the wrong... He's not the right fit for the district.
All right, 8 days left, as you said. We'll see how it goes.
Thanks for taking time for us.
Thank you both. Yep.
So we've been following a controversial high-stakes case being argued before the Supreme Court right now, this hour. It could ultimately bring an end to affirmative action policies across the United States and colleges.